let's talk about technological independence today. I would like to compare technologies used in Germany and in Russia, and we'll see in what extent Russia uses its own technologies, in what extent Germany uses its own technologies. And this is how I understand sovereignty. So if country owns the most of technologies it uses, I think it's a good sign. If not, it's a bad sign. It's a sign of dependency. So let's start with elephant in the room. It's a paying system. Germans using Visa and MasterCard, both are American companies. In Russia, we use MirPay, and this basically saved us. Because as you know, 2022, they wanted really to cut all the cuts. But what they did, basically they turned out our cards into pumpkins when we are abroad. So neither Visa or MasterCard issued in Russia for Russian would work abroad, would function in Europe. So I check it. It doesn't work. And also, of course, nobody accepts MirPay so far. Maybe just a few countries, just not that many. But still, it really saved us. I think it's a good sign. It's a sign of independence, and I think it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah. So paying system Germany doesn't have one. If you know paying systems that Germany uses, just please share it in the comments. My knowledge probably not the perfect. The second point is search engine. Search engine in Russia we call it Yandex. Yandex now it's Russian company. It's used to be joint or something, but now it's Russian company. But of course we also use Google. Google is like common search engine, I think, all over Europe, and also, even though founded by Sergey Brin, sounds very Russian, right? It's American. It's American service. Google services are American. In Russia, we trying to switch to Yandex services. They are not perfect. It looks similar and functions similar, but I think that, for example, those that intended to work with tables and just documents, they're not that slick. They're not that slick, they're not that refined. That's why in Russia people really refuse notice. We don't want to do this. And this is really the difference, because in Germany if someone management said, now you're switching to these services, you're not longer using this system, everyone would do this. In Russia, it really takes time to convince people that no, please don't use this. And yeah, it's a bad it's a bad thing about Russia. You have to really convince people, and it's not easy to force Russians to do something they really don't feel like doing. So, but anyway, search engines. The difference is that in Yandex you can find a lot of pirate content. So if you're searching for any kind of film, movie, or anything recently issued, you might probably find it in Yandex. Sometimes it's really annoying because it's already dubbed. It's fast and dubbed. I prefer to watch movies in its original language, and the best movies are so far produced in English language. Yeah. Yeah, but it's very helpful. And of course, the results are not quite similar. And if I'm searching something about Europe, United States, I don't know, academic, scientific, better use Google. If I look for something specific about Russia, of course Yandex. It's really similar. It's really similar in terms of technologies. They also use this graph. They also use this key questions about search term and everything. But it's in its core, it differs. It differs slightly. So I would say Yandex provides more outreach of the internet. Yeah, and also if we are talking about browsers, so In Germany, they commonly use Mozilla, Firefox, Chrome. But Chrome is also Google. Yeah. In Russia, we have Yandex browser, and it's been like crazy promoted because it has added services of Yandex, because Yandex is also not just a search engine. It has a lot of services, including taxi, including food delivery, and everything. It's that kind of technological company that tries to cover every field with its technologies, which I find really good. Yandex Taxi is a great service. Never used Uber, so can't compare. But Yandex Taxi is a great thing. Yandex Go, they call it Yandex Go, yeah. So again, browser. Not everyone uses Yandex browser. I use it, but I don't think I'm using it for the exact purposes they want me to use it, because they also have a built-in GPT, Yandex GPT, and everything. But so far, just maybe I did not try it, and that's why I didn't find it useful enough just to use it. I think it's a matter of habit. So again, browsers. Browser, we have our browser, Yandex browser, but we still, of course, we're using other browsers. So Chrome and Firefox, mostly, I think. So of course, if we are talking about social networks is the main one. It's of course Facebook. In Germany, everyone is on Facebook. No, okay, not everyone. So Germans, they are very much concerned about the data, the privacy, and everything. But all the use you can find on Facebook and Instagram. They are both restricted, banned in Russia because of Meta. Meta allowed very nasty comments about Russians to be posted on the platforms. So that's why Russia has banned it. Yeah. So in Russia we use Vkontakte, and Vkontakte it was incredible service. It was the first social network. We got acquainted, and it was incredible for me. It was incredible experience to reach out for friends, colleagues, and it was fascinating. It was fascinating, really. It was mind blowing. And we also have Одноклассники, which translates like classmates. This is for a little bit older audience, but yeah, it's still a social network. It also has its huge audience. So mainly Russians are to be found on Vkontakte or Одноклассники. Even though we are switching in terms of social services, social networks, we are switching to Telegram. Almost everyone, including me, has a Telegram channel. So it's similar to the wall on Facebook or Vkontakte, where you post whatever you want. So it's just slightly different, and yeah, so it's just another transformation of how social networks are evolving. Some still use Twitter, even though I think it's also restricted in Russia. Never found Twitter very useful. We also had jokes in Russia about a girl who has a Twitter. A girl who tweets, so it's like a special snowflake or something. And also, you can also tell that audience who uses different social platforms, of course, differs. So Facebook, Vkontakte, and Одноклассники, it's not only about age, it's about occupation, it's about interest, and everything. So we have our social networks. In Germany, so it's American Vkontakte, they also use LinkedIn, basically also for everything, like, I don't know, posting about their thoughts, what they're doing, their successes, so they are trying to build their profile. And also, once I registered in it, and also I removed my account in Xing. It's something like LinkedIn, but in German. I don't know if probably it exists, but not very popular. Because why using Xing if you have LinkedIn, and the most audience, the more people using LinkedIn, why should you go to Xing? So it wasn't very convincing. also takes much time to take care of so many accounts. So in Russia we have our social networks and we're really using it. Yes, Telegram is not Russian, I know. So, but anyway, so working conference calls. Mostly we are using in Russia Yandex Telemost, and it's fine. It's really working. It's easy. It's an app. You can use it from your phone. Can't complain. Really, can't complain. In Germany, they use Microsoft Teams, Google Meets, and Zoom. Yes, some people still in Russia use Zoom. I don't quite understand them. They are concerned how to pay for it and everything. Just for me, it's a little bit strange why using it if we have really perfect. Well, not perfect, but really good Yandex Telemost. Yandex Telemost I use if I need to arrange a conference call, just to give a link. It's also built into Yandex. Mailbox, mail services, also calendar. It's an disk, Yandex Disk. It's analog for Google Drive, and everything. So basically, same services, but it works very nice. So Germany has its app for making conference calls to connect. Also, we have Yandex Messenger, but mainly we're using Telegram. I know Telegram is not Russian. And in Germany, they use WhatsApp for messaging. I don't like WhatsApp. Even though in Russia, yes, probably because it was the first one, everyone uses WhatsApp. I don't like WhatsApp. I don't understand why people use it, because Telegram is so much more convenient, looks better, works better, and everything. So here again, yeah, so unfortunately, we have alternatives. The main point is that almost everywhere we have an alternative, except of course Microsoft Office. We don't have any alternative for Microsoft Office. Of course, you can use software with open code, but well, it's tricky. Nobody does it so far. Yeah, it's a huge drawback, but in other spheres, messaging, conference calls, search engine, paying system, social networks, we have our own services, and they're used. They're not just like we have something and we don't use it. No, they're really used. And what is most important, that we have our own neural networks, our ChatGPTs, and also neural networks for creating pictures. It's crucial because it really matters how you deal with the data, what data you feed to your model, how you design your model, how you adjust your model, what kind of answers it gives you. And I can tell there is a difference. I tried different ChatGPTs and Russian systems. Yes, they are not as good as ChatGPT. The original ChatGPT issued by OpenAI is still the best, and I find it the best one. Russian services, it's Yandex and Sber. Sber, it's Sberbank, and literally translates as saving banks, bank for savings. It's not just a bank, it's also a huge technological company. It has many divisions, including driverless vehicles and everything. So in the center of Moscow, we already have small robots that deliver small parcels. So they're running. It's from Yandex and from Sber. And this is another great thing in Russia. So we have competing companies. So we don't have just one service we rely on, and this is the only one. No, we have alternatives in terms of messaging, Yandex Messenger, but also MTS, another telecom technological company that provides also services in terms of messaging. I think it calls MTS link. It's also promoted in corporate sphere, in corporate field. So, but we have our neural networks. They're not that good. Stable Diffusion is still the best. It's can be compared like any close with Sber Kandinsky and Yandex Shedevro. Yeah, but I'm really happy. I'm glad we are working because it's crucial. It's crucial because those neural networks they're merging into search engines. Now, basically, we are going there. So any kind of your request, your type in a search field, so it can be worked out with neural networks, just ChatGPT. So where is the difference? You're searching for kind of information, you're asking ChatGPT, or you're asking internet, and basically ChatGPT just really sucked all the internet inside it and just worked it out for you. So I think these are mostly all the points I wanted to make. Also, Figma. Figma is great. Figma is very loved in Russia, and it also was mind blowing to have Figma. It was first software free of charge of such quality, and we have Russian alternative. We have Pixo. And it also allows you to get your project out of Figma to be used in Pixo. Shame on me, I have not used it. I'm still on Figma. But I wanted to be honest with you. I'm not going to claim that, no, we are using only Russian services. No, there are many people who still use WhatsApp. They still use Zoom, even though they are not that good as our alternatives. But it's a matter of a habit. It's a matter it takes time to switch, and also in terms of messages it depends who's using what. Some people just started to use WhatsApp and probably they are older and they cannot switch, they cannot add new contacts to Telegram. They just don't understand what is the difference between making just a call or making a WhatsApp call, Telegram call, or whatever. So but in Russia, we have alternatives. Still, our drawback is Microsoft. Yeah, we don't have any alternative for it, but all the other services also in the corporate sphere, like if you take Confluence or anything, you can find Jira, you can find better services. Yandex Tracker works really nice. It's very nice for tracking tasks. I was also surprised because not all the services of Yandex are really fine. For example, there is Google Data Studio. In Yandex, they used to have Yandex Data Lens. Oh, guys, no. I hope one day it will be better, but no, so far just you can't compare all the services and say they are better than Google services. Just they're different. Sometimes they're not that convenient, that sleek, but some of them are really good, and yeah, some of them are really better. So yeah, my favorite messenger is of course Telegram. It's super easy to use. It's nice, and I think we are all got into Telegram in the sense that we are using it as a social network. So almost everyone has its channel and everything. Oh, I didn't touch the topic of also video hosting. Video hosting, unfortunately, is not that much developed in Russia, even though we have RooTube, which was introduced 1 year prior before YouTube, and it's really bad. It's super bad. I think it's about its recommender system. It's really bad, just bad. But we have alternatives. Vkontakte Video and Yandex.Zen. Also platforms where you got your content, and Vkontakte Video is really trying to move you from YouTube to Vkontakte, but it's also about recommendation, and it's about audience. When I post a video on YouTube, it sees just more people than RootTube, Yandex, Zen, and VKontakte video all together, all combined. That's the point. But still, I find that technological sovereignty of Russia is not that bad. We have services, and what's most important, we are working on them. And why we're working on them? Because we are also always say that, oh, it's so crap. I don't know. Like we are never proud of anything we did, and I think this is also our strength. We just like to say something. Oh no, this is bad. This is not any good, and yeah, this is very Russian, and I think this drives us. So we are never perfect. We never say that we are perfect. And in Germany, I used to meet that mentality that no matter what we do, we are the best. Best cars and everything, even though it's not true anymore at the moment, but still they have this mentality of having everything perfectly done. In Russia, no, just it looks like nothing can be done properly in Russia, and this drives. This is our main driver. So we are never satisfied. We can't say that we are good at something. No, it's so bad. Even though we have, I don't know, face-based system in Moscow Metro. I was really shocked. It's the first all over the world. We have already trams in St. Petersburg. They're really supported by an AI system that analyzes video from the streets, and it really prevents from crash. Those crap you can find on internet about crash caused by AI in St. Petersburg. It's crap. It's crap. It's not true because it was an accident, but an accident occurred after a driver deliberately turned in an AI system. Yeah, just an example of how news being reported about what's happening in Russia, like AI killing people on streets, and people injured. No, just yeah. I can't fight all the rubbish news on Russia. That's why I'm trying. Really, I try to deliver my perspective and, of course, my knowledge. I cannot speak for every Russian, but in terms of services, we have Russian services. Some of them good, some of them not, but we have many of them. We have a range, not just one messenger, just a few of them. Germany doesn't. If you know any German services developed in Germany, owned by Germany, with the data stored in Germany, so please let me know. See you.